The award-winning Uptake project has improved farmer and industry knowledge and confidence in the science behind phosphorus fertiliser recommendations.
In the Uptake project, we wanted to test whether the national critical soil test values for phosphorus were applicable to our soils and to contemporary pasture species. Critical values are like a line in the sand. They define the concentration of phosphorus needed in the soil to reach a desired production target. There's no benefit to our pastures or the environment if our soils contain more phosphorus than is needed.
When the opportunity came up to host the trial, we looked at it and considered it, and it just looked like a good opportunity to get a better understanding of how our particular soil types interact with the nutrients.
So over 4 years we monitored 50 on-farm fertiliser trial sites with a range of soil types across a large area from the Peel Harvey catchment up near Perth down to the Oyster Harbour catchment on the south coast. Each trial site we applied 7 different treatments of phosphorus or rates at each trial site, and these were replicated 3 times, giving us a total of 21 plots at each trial site.
An important aspect of the Uptake project has been collaboration with industry and farmers. A technical reference group, or TRG, was set up at the beginning of the project with representatives from the fertiliser and grazing industries, private agronomists, government scientists and farmers.
We wanted to ensure that the science behind the project was robust and suited our southwest Western Australian growing conditions, particularly those soil types with a low phosphorus buffering index.
Bringing the science of the Uptake project to farmers and industry was a key goal. 36 farmers hosted trials on their properties, giving up their land and time to be involved. 6 catchment groups also partnered in the project, holding 23 field days with over 500 farmers and industry participants.
Having the Uptake trials on farm was very important for the credibility of the Uptake project.
You always sort of question whether it is applicable to your area, and there's no better example of that. If you can have it tested on your farm, you know that is your area.
Spring field days provided a real opportunity for farmers to see firsthand what the results of the fertiliser treatments were. These trials also highlighted the importance of addressing other nutrients like nitrogen, potassium and sulphur, which may actually be limiting pasture production.
We learnt that we were pretty much guessing what we were putting on our pastures, and we learnt that we needed a lot more lime and that we needed to put the right nutrients on our soils rather than just putting a blanket cover.
There were some nutrients that you don't often think of that you think, oh, just a mix will be fine, and it was actually quite a response from.
Uptake has provided us with a robust data set that validates the national critical soil test values for phosphorus. We can be confident in using the critical values for the soils of southwest WA and for contemporary pasture species. The project has also reinforced the importance and value of soil testing to identify soil nutrient constraints.
The benefits of actually putting the correct applications on will increase your bottom line. You will end up growing more feed.
We've always been pretty consistent in our soil sampling every couple of years, making sure that our phosphorus levels are good, because we don't want them running down the river, but we also, conversely, we want to make sure they are correct to grow the amount of grass that we want to grow. And it's important these days in the cutting edge to be right on where you need to be to keep your profitability up and make sure you're farming correctly for the future.